Hi there. Today I come here to talk about two things. Aliens, extraterrestrials, whatever. And why do we do nothing about what our governments are doing to us? First of all, about these alien abductions. That we are victims. Some people are victims of alien abductions. Why do governments, most and the United States governments, they deny and don't care about alien abductions and animal abductions like cows. No, I believe that they are afraid. I believe that our governments are afraid of aliens. They seem to have better technology. They seem to be smarter. If they are or not, I do not know. I do not believe. But I want to say something about these things, these abductions. Why do they happen? What for? Well, why and what for, we don't know. But why do we or our governments let it happen? I think that for them, or for some of them, we are like cattle. And our governments must know that they can wipe us from the face of the earth quite easily. That is why we hear things about those alien species beneath the ground in caves, because they are smarter. We are like prey. We are on top of the earth, so we are prey. What I think after I have heard many opinions is that our governments and our governance are being threatened. Those aliens, they put perhaps literally a gun to their heads, to our government's leaders' heads, and they said, or you let us do this, everything that we want, or you don't say anything and leave us at our will. or we will kill you all. Another thing, who are we? Who are we, the humans? Look, we have nuclear bombs. We are not, most of us, and familiar wars, individual wars, make more victims than real wars between countries. So we are not peaceful people. We are not peaceful beings. For us, even our governments, our leaders, for them to be scared, or for our our leaders to not be scared of us, it's because there is a greater menace. Because you and me, we the people, we fear nothing. We do. Most humans, we do not fear even our greatest enemy, which is death. We do not fear death. A sane person accepts death as inevitable. You know, so we have courage to face anything. So when a leader of a human leader, when he does not fear, when he doesn't fear humans, there has to be a greater, stronger threat. If government leaders deny the existence of aliens, extraterrestrials, if they confront and mock the most violent species on this planet, they are not confronting and daring lions or snakes or elephants. We are the most dangerous species on this planet. So they are playing with fire, figuratively and also literally. A leader, whatever the leader is, he knows that at the end he cannot face the people unless that there is a bigger threat. And I do believe that threat may be coming from outside this planet. I believe that there is some kind of a race or races of aliens that are more dangerous than us, more powerful, and that really can put us down. It won't be easy. If it happens, it will not be easy, because we can fight back with sticks and stones. Whatever comes to our hand, we can fight with. In the past, yeah, monkeys used to repel tigers and predators with stones and sticks. So we still can do that. If we cannot use guns, if we cannot use nuclear and missiles, we have our hands, we have sticks, stones, and irons. So I believe that there must be a greater threat to us than ourselves, our ignorance and dangerous beliefs. Now, this year, 2013, we are in, at least here in Europe, things are not very bad. But here in Portugal, things are nasty. They are a little bad. But I have friends in the police, and they say that they are not preparing. They are not preparing. They are not having special care. They are not expecting any civil war. Well, after I have listened some professionals, or whatever they are, I don't know, in this matter, and in my opinion, if today it would break a civil war, a complete civil war in this country, in Portugal, I'm going to tell you one thing. The first thing I would do was not going after the police. The first thing I would do was not going after governments, our government, our leaders, our local leaders, our national leaders. First of all, I would do something. There is something in my mind more important than fighting those people. First of all comes my heart, my mind. What is bothering me right now? What is bothering me every day? Our government, its and laws are abstract in our head. When we think on law, we think on government, we think of many people. We think one person, but that person is not available for us to put our hands on him. So civil war, it's a time for liberation. On civil war, you are free, completely free. You can die fast. You can die very fast, but you also live very fast. You can do many things. On civil war, there is no law. Law is doesn't matter very much. So what matters is what's going in my heart and in my head. So our mind, our enemies, my enemies is not, for example, my real enemy, it's not my local the local police, it's not the local government, the local leader or the national leaders or whatever. They are not my enemies. My enemies are my neighbors. Are those people that will not support me when I get beat down. They are my enemies. When your neighbor isn't on your side, he is against you. The same goes for him. If I am not on his side, I am against him, So, in this dynamic, if I want to face and to fight the governments, first I must face my enemy, which is my neighbor. Because it is my neighbor which is my enemy. And governments know it. They know about these internal fights between neighbors. Before we attack the government, we must first solve our problems among us. So the first thing I would do, before I attack the government, I would attack my real enemies, which are people, human beings, not companies, not leaders, not governments, not big companies. Those are not my enemy. So, if there was civil war today in Portugal, I would not go to fight my local government, the leader, or his family, or his house, or his dog. The first thing that I would do was going after my enemies, the people that I think that are my real enemies, the people that hurt me. And these are people that I met, people that I meet, people that I know, real people, people with a name, people that I know where they are. That is my priority. That is what I truly care about, because with law, you cannot fight your enemies, or you will go to jail. You cannot hit your neighbor in the face. You cannot punch him in the face. Now, if having civil war, you can kill your neighbor. In this video, I am talking about my neighbor. It is just an example. I do not have anything against my neighbors. Probably, if there was civil war, they were coming after me, probably. Who knows? Who knows? But I can assure you I would not go after my neighbors, because I care about doing not having trouble with my neighbors. But I would go before I would go after the police or after the government people. I would go after my true enemies, those people that hurt me, that have hurt me in the past, those people that, because of the law, I cannot touch. But in civil war there is no law. You can do whatever you want. You can go after your enemies. You can kill them. You can punch them in the face. You know, with law you can't do that. So civil war, in somehow it is good. You know, when you put when you put a for example, a big can in the fire, and you cover it, and you light the fire beneath the can with water. The water will start to boil. You know, in peacetime, in the time of peace, the water boils, because we the humans, we are living beings. We boil. Our relations are boiling every time, you know, and then there comes a time when it boils so much that the can explodes, and comes civil war. Civil war, it's a necessity for us to release this boiling of ours. This is what I do think, and that is why we see those people that ask, why do not people go revolt against government? Why do people let the governments do what they want? Because the governments are not our priority. When we have a full belly, full of food, you know, you do not think about government. You think about your neighbors, about your family, about the problems that you have with your family. Now, if you are hungry, if you have nothing to eat, that is another story. When you are hungry, if you got to eat. If you don't have to eat, you go steal, you know, and who will not let you steal to eat? It's your enemy. So then you go after your enemy, the one that makes you starve. And that can be police and local authorities and local governments and even national leaders. You know, but with a full belly, when you are not hungry, your enemies are others. So we prioritize our enemies. We do not go right to the top, because we have a brain and they know what happens. My enemy in this right this moment, my enemy is not my national leader. It isn't. It isn't the police. It isn't local government. It isn't. It's someone that hurts me every day. It's someone that have hurt me in some kind of way in the past. That is why we let things go, because that is not our priority. What